Louisiana beer reviews. Horny Goat Baby Got Bock. Spring Bock, seasonal beer. Okay, well, it's not spring, it's winter. But anyhow, it says Horny Goat Brewing Company. I couldn't find out anything about Horny Goat Brewing Company, but I did notice this. It says brewed by Horny Goat of Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Well, that's not Horny Goat in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. That is Stevens Point Brewery with their famous Point lager beer and their other craft beers. And they tried selling Stevens Point beers down here in Louisiana about 3 years ago, and they just bombed. And I thought they were all good. I had had their original lager before, but for whatever reason, that stuff just did not catch on, and it got yanked pretty fast. And another reason I think this is Stevens Point under a different title is it's got that screw cap, and it's a long neck brown bottle. That's typically what they have. So it's about 46 degrees right now, and it's windy. Now I want to thank Mike Pawpaw Peters for this, because he brought this to me, and I think he bought this when he was on his trip to Florida or Alabama. I don't see any sediment or caked gunk stuff at the bottom. So this has a thin off-white head, and the appearance is kind of cloudy and amber or copper. It's a little hazy, and there are a few bubble streams. There are very few ratings. I mean, it's like 17 on Beer Advocate, and I think 22 on Rate Beer. Very few ratings, but they say okay on Beer Advocate. Rate Beer says a 29 out of 100, 22 out of 100 for the style, so the scores are not good. Of course, I've never had it before, so let's check it out. The aroma is faint, but you do pick up, if you were drinking it, you would pick up some light, sweet, quite sweet, bready barley malt, and it's very bready and sweet. It's certainly Bock, very much in the Bock style, and it's like about 6% alcohol. Rate Beer saying 6.3, the other one's saying 6.5 or whatever. They don't really know. There's no website for this company, but a distinctive sweet Bock note in the aroma. But it's not the same as Amber Bock or Ziegenbock or Shiner Bock or Amber Bock from Michelob, or then you have the Lone Star Bock, which is very distinct and odd, but well, whatever, it's good. Let's go with the flavor. Sweet, malty. They say mouth coating on one description on Rate Beer, the commercial description, but I didn't see anything like that on the bottle. I don't know about mouth coating, but it certainly fills your mouth with flavor. Syrupy sweetness, breadiness, bread crust, brown bread. You know, that's that Bock style, that brown bread crust. Oh, I'm going in the shadows here. The sun is going behind those tall trees. The lighting, I hate the winter lighting, because the sun just comes across the sky. It's never high in the sky. Quite a bit of hop bitterness, really nice hop bitterness. You know, I was watching a review from DJ's BrewTube, and he was going crazy because of Rate Beer. He said Rate Beer is so unfair, and he hates their metrics. And I don't know where people are coming up with this 29 out of 100. I mean, this beer is so much better than that. It's not just okay like they say on Beer Advocate. This is a really tasty beer. It's got a medium mouthfeel. It's got a crisp, semi-dry finish, a refreshing, clean, really good finish. Drinkability is quite good. I don't know. But I'm going to read some of those descriptions, and see what people are saying about it. course, now when you get off on these off-the-wall brewing companies, the consistency might be very poor. So I might be getting a great batch. Somebody else might be getting a bad batch. I don't know. I really don't know. You think you know, but you don't know, and you'll never know. Anyway, I'm giving it a solid A minus, and that could even be a low ball. But so I don't go overboard, I'm gonna say, ooh, nice lacing too. You know, a little splotchy lacing. I'm gonna say A minus. Definitely an excellent beer. Excellent, not okay, not poor by any stretch of the imagination. My suspicion is if you hated this beer or just thought it was okay, you probably don't really like the taste of beer, and so you probably should be drinking something else. Now I gotta go write my written reviews. Laissez les bon temps rouler. An excellent beer, and I'm gonna end this review by saying, y'all come on down to New Orleans.